What if a handful of parties and a single election day could shape the future of a nation, sometimes even sparking a revolution or healing a divided land? That's the power of American democracy. Welcome to Beyond Insight Stories, where we uncover the tales that drive our country. Today, Saturday, May 17th, 2025, at 8:33 a.m. BST, we're diving deep into political parties and elections, the heartbeat of America's political soul. From the fierce rivalry of parties in candlelit taverns of the 1790s to the high-stakes drama of presidential races on TikTok in 2024, this 250-year journey is packed with grit, strategy, and change. Did you know the first political parties sparked a feud that almost broke the nation, while a single election in 1860 saved it? Imagine voters braving snowstorms to cast ballots, or candidates battling it out in town squares. Ready for a wild ride through history? Let's get started. Let's step into the 1790s. America's first political parties emerge in a young nation fresh from revolution. The Federalists, led by Alexander Hamilton, push for a strong federal government, dreaming of trade with Britain's bustling ports. Hamilton envisioned a nation of commerce, with ships crowding New York harbors. Meanwhile, Thomas Jefferson's Democratic Republicans fear centralized power. Favoring France's revolutionary spirit, they want farmers to thrive, not bankers. Their feud ignites in 1796. John Adams wins for the Federalists by just 3. He votes 71 to 68, leaving Jefferson furious as VP. Adams's wife Abigail wrote, "The country is too divided," as tavern debates raged into the night. By 1800, Jefferson and Aaron Burr tie in the presidential election. 36 rounds of House voting in a smoke-filled room later, Jefferson wins after days of tension, but the rift deepens. Hamilton's shocking 1804 duel death at Burr's hands in Weehawken, New Jersey, Burr's bullet piercing Hamilton's chest, marks the Federalists' decline. They fade by 1820, their dreams of a British-style government sinking with Hamilton's blood on the grass. The Democratic Republicans split into today's Democrats, with Andrew Jackson rebranding them in 1828, his rough frontier charm winning the common man. Fast forward to 1854, the Republican Party rises in a Wisconsin barn, born from anti-slavery. Activists fighting the Kansas-Nebraska Act's spread of slavery. Their first meeting drew 50 fiery abolitionists, shouting, "No more slave power." A movement was born. Abraham Lincoln, their first president in 1860, leads the Union through the Civil War, his stoic face on campaign posters carried by torchlight parades in snowy Illinois towns. Lincoln's opponent, Stephen Douglas, warned he'll tear the nation apart, but Lincoln's victory, with 180 electors, saved the Union. Today, Democrats and Republicans dominate. Democrats lean left, advocating for social equity like Medicare for all, which gained traction in 2024 debates per CNN, with Senator Bernie Sanders pushing it on Twitter, saying, "Healthcare is a right." Republicans lean right, pushing limited government. Trump's 2025 tax cuts slashed rates to 15% for small businesses. Ex-posts cheered, "Jobs are back." A small business called it a lifeline for Main Street. Third parties struggle. The Green Party's 2024 push for climate action got 2% per AP, while the Libertarians, fighting for individual freedom since 1971, pulled 1.5% with their "tax is theft" slogan. In 1992, Ross Perot's independent run won 19%, the highest third-party vote ever, but the two-party system holds firm. George Washington warned in his 1796 farewell address, "Parties divide us, yet they shape America's political battlefield, from town halls to Twitter storms." Presidential elections are America's biggest stage, where dreams are made and shattered. Every 4 years, voters choose a president, but it's not just the popular vote. The Electoral College decides. Each state gets electors based on its congressional seats, totaling 538. A candidate needs 270 to win. In 1824, Andrew Jackson won the popular vote, but lost to John Quincy Adams. The House picked Adams in a corrupt bargain, infuriating Jackson's supporters, who threw mud at Adams' carriage. In 1876, Rutherford B. Hayes lost the popular vote by 250,000, but won with 185 electors after a shady deal gave him disputed Southern votes. Ex-posts in 2025 still call it stolen. In 2000, Al Gore won the popular vote by 540,000, but lost to George W. Bush, 271 to 266 electors, after a Florida recount drama that gripped the nation for 36 days, with voters chanting outside polling stations. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won by 3 million but lost to Trump, 304 to 227 electors. Ex-users exploded. A vote fair screamed, "Abolish the college," while a patriot voice said, "System works." The 2024 election saw a record 160 million votes per AP. Trump won with 312 electors. His tariffs on China swaying Rust Belt voters in swing states like Pennsylvania, where factory workers waved MAGA 2024 signs outside steel mills. Voting rights have a rocky history, full of tears and triumphs. In 1870, the 15th Amendment gave black men the vote. But Jim Crow laws, like poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses, blocked them for decades. In Mississippi, only 6% of black voters were registered by 1960, per the NAACP. White registrars forced them to recite the entire Constitution. The 1965 Voting Rights Act banned these barriers. Black voter turnout soared to 66% in 2020, per the census. Fannie Lou Hamer, a Mississippi sharecropper, fought for her vote in 1964, bruised by police but unbroken, saying, "I'm sick of being second class." Women won the vote in 1920 with the 19th Amendment. Susan B. Anthony, after years of marching in muddy streets and facing arrest for voting illegally in 1872, died before seeing her dream. In 2025, Native American voting rights are under fire. Arizona's new law requiring proof of residency sparks outrage, with Navajo Voice saying, "Tribal IDs aren't enough." Today, voting methods evolve. Mail-in ballots surged in 2020, with 43% voting early per NPR, saving time for working parents. But controversies linger. Georgia's 2021 voting law tightened ID rules and banned giving water to voters. In line, sparking debates on X. "Voter suppression," yelled Justice Now, while a patriot voice said, "Election security first." Elections reflect America's voice, but the fight for access rages on in polling stations and courtrooms. Campaigns are a political chess game with high stakes and tight rules. Candidates must register with the FEC, disclosing donations or face fines. In 2024, campaigns raised a staggering $15 billion per Open Secrets. Trump's team spent $500 million on ads alone, flooding swing states with America First billboards that lit up rural highways. The 1971 Federal Election Campaign Act set limits. Individuals can give $3,300 per election per FEC 2025 rules, but corporations were barred from direct donations since 1907's Tillman Act. Loopholes exist. Super PACs, born from the 2010 Citizens United ruling, spend billions with no limits, as long as they don't coordinate with candidates. In 2024, Super PACs dropped $3 billion per Bloomberg. Kamala Harris's Super PAC, Future Forward, spent $622 million per FEC filings on ADS slamming Trump's tariffs, while Trump's Make America Great Again Inc. hit back with $400 million in Rust Belt ads. Ex-debates erupted. Corruption, cried a Dem voice, while Gop Truth said, free speech wins. In 2025, Elon Musk's donation of $250 million to Trump's campaign drew scrutiny. The Ethics Watch called it dangerous influence. Per Reuters, campaign dynamics are wild, where strategy meets spectacle. In 1800, Federalists smeared Jefferson as a godless radical, while his team called Adams a monarchist. Voters argued in taverns over ale. Lincoln's 1860 campaign used railroad rallies, his team handing out whiskey to voters in muddy fields, while bands played Yankee Doodle to stoked crowds. Today, social media dominates. Trump's 2024 TikTok videos got 200 million views per TikTok analytics, with Gen Z dancing to his MAGA Beat remix in viral clips. Azuma for Trump said, "He's cool now." Debates can shift races. JFK's 1960 debate win over Nixon, the first televised, drew 70 million viewers per Nielsen. JFK's cool charm and bright smile winning hearts on black and white TVs, while Nixon sweated under hot lights. In 2024, Trump's debate quip, "I'll build a wall on TikTok too," got 50 million X likes per X analytics. Negative ads play hard. In 2024, Biden's team ran 60% attack ads per ad impact, slamming Trump's tariff plans as grocery price hikes. But Trump's America First slogan won hearts in packed Ohio diners, where workers shared pie over jobs' first chance. Scandals can derail. Hillary's 2016 email controversy cost her votes, ex-users posting memes of her server in a basement for months, while Trump's 2025 tariff push, raising grocery prices by $500 a year per Yale, still won voters with jobs' first chance outside factories. In 1988, Gary Hart's campaign imploded after a photo surfaced of him with a mistress on a yacht named Monkey Business. He dropped out in days. Campaigns are a battle of ideas, money, and momentum, where every move from a tweet to a town hall can change the game. Political parties and elections aren't just about votes. They're about power, passion, and the people's voice echoing through history. From 1790s tavern debates to 2025 TikTok battles, they've shaped America's story, one election at a time, through snowstorms, scandals, and social media storms. Love this journey? Subscribe to Beyond Insight Stories for more history adventures. Who's your favorite political figure, or should third parties get a bigger shot? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and let's keep exploring the heartbeat of democracy together.